All right, so I'm going to give you a little more of a more challenging indefinite integral. So sometimes it's a little bit easier to rewrite the polynomial first before you find the integral. So I'm going to rewrite this by placing them both on top of the square root of x separately. Okay, now I can rewrite this radical to be power over root. So I'm going to rewrite again. I'm going to rewrite that bottom to be x to the power over root. And this to be x to the power over root. All right, so now I'm just going to simplify this. So when I divide terms that have the same base, I subtract the exponents. So 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2. So this becomes x to the 1/2. And then remember, if we have something in the bottom, we want to pull it up. So in order to pull it up, we write it as x to the negative 1/2. Now I can find the integral of these two separately. So I'm going to integrate x to the 1/2 with respect to x. So when I do that, I add 1 to the exponent. So 1/2 plus 1, get a common denominator. I get 3 over 2 over 3 over 2 plus a constant. All right, now I'm going to integrate x to the negative 1/2 with respect to x. So negative 1/2 plus 1 is positive 1/2. Divide by that plus a constant. All right, when we divide by a fraction, it's the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So I can rewrite this as 2 over 3, flipping this, x to the 3 over 2. So 2 over 3, x to the 3 over 2. And then this one I can rewrite as flipping the 1/2, 2 over 1, which is just 2, x to the 1/2 plus a constant. Let me show you that one more time. So if you look back over here, when I divided by 3 over 2, it became times 2 over 3. I did not change the exponents at all. And when I divided by 1/2, it became times 2 over 1, which is just 2. I did not change the exponent at all. And then those two constants together just give me a new constant. All right, so now it's your turn. So you're going to either record yourself finding the indefinite integral or just your pen to the paper finding the indefinite integral on the following problem. You're going to integrate x squared plus x plus 1 over the square root of x with respect to x. This follows the problem I did very nicely, except there's 3 terms here. So that means that after you rewrite, you're going to have 3 separate indefinite integrals. So your final answer, instead of it having 3 terms, your final answer is going to have 4 terms.